Hey everybody, what is up? This is Garuno here. Today we are here with another video for you today, alright? I hope you just recently saw my recent video, well, my little, well, you know what I mean, what I mean, of the Super Bowl that I just recently posted earlier today. So yeah, I hope you liked it. I know it's not that much, but it's my way that I wanted to celebrate the Super Bowl. So yeah. So right now, during the Super Bowl, Kansas, it's the Kansas City Chiefs, right? The Kansas City Chiefs versus what they call it, the Buccaneers. What's their name, Buccaneers. So yeah. So right now the Chiefs aren't doing so good right now, and the Buccaneers are winning, which means that they're also a good football team. And I hear that the Chiefs are also a good football team as well. Plus, they have one of the bestest quarterbacks in football. But I don't know about the Buccaneers. So yeah. So right now I'm filming this while the Super Bowl is going on. I just recently saw the halftime show of The Weeknd doing his performance during the halftime show. So yeah, I just recently saw The Weeknd, and he did a pretty good job. He did a pretty good job. I think I thought I was gonna be impressed with it, but to be honest, in my opinion, I don't know if they're trying to show off or in anything, or I mean, it looked pretty cool and all that, but I think in my opinion, I think in the Weeknd's performance of the Super Bowl halftime show, I think not him, but some of the dancers, performers are kind of trying to show off during the halftime show, and so not that I'm saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying that it kind of turned me off, and I don't know. It's just that I thought it was pretty cool, but I just don't see the point, and yeah, I just don't know what to think about it or what to say about it, but yeah, they're just trying to show off. But I think The Weeknd did a very good job at doing the halftime show, and I heard some of his songs, some of his most popular songs that he made over this decade that I've heard on the radio, that I've heard some of his popular songs that people listen to and people know. And so yeah, they're one of my favorite songs I've heard of, and they're very, very good songs. And so yeah, they're one of my favorites, and so yeah, they're very good songs. They're very good songs. So yeah, so far the Super Bowl is going pretty well. It's going pretty well, but unfortunately the Chiefs are losing to the Buccaneers, which is not going well for me because, well, I mean, I will be honest, I don't really know those teams very, very well or cheer for any of them, but my but I we decided is that if we were gonna vote for a team that was gonna be good and how they're gonna do, even though we don't vote for them or know them that well, I would choose the Kansas Chiefs. All right, I would choose the Kansas City Chiefs because I heard that they're a very good team and they have a very good quarterback. And so yeah, the Buccaneers, I don't know their first name. I don't know their first name. But as for the Buccaneers, I never heard of them. This is my very first time hearing of them, and I heard that they did good and that they were gonna be in the Super Bowl with the Chiefs. And so yeah, I heard that they were good, but I've never heard of them. I've never heard of them before. So yeah, so I hope it goes well, and I hope the score keeps, well, whatever it does. So yeah, I'm filming this on the day of the Super Bowl, everybody. So yeah, yeah. But not why we're here to talk about. I'm just talking about what's going on right now, and what's happening right now. So yeah. So anyways, like I said, make sure to go check out some of my other videos that I just recently made for you on my YouTube channel of the little Super Bowl tiny video that I just recently made for you. I know it's not much, and some of the other videos that I just recently made for you on my YouTube channel. All right, and if you do, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. All right. So yeah. So anyways, today I'm gonna well, I don't know if I want to call this a series because, well, I don't know. But today, we're going to be doing something different, all right? We're going to be doing something different because today, remember a few days ago that I got my book, Stephen King's Doctor Sleep, in my videos? That's right. Today, tonight, it is 6:30 p.m. right now. Today, tonight, we are going to read Doctor Sleep. That's right. We're going to be reading Stephen King's Doctor Sleep today, everybody. And so, yeah, I've been wanting to read this a few days ago since I first got it in the mail. And I decided to wait longer because I wanted to record it and make it videos for you guys and for myself and, for everybody. And so yeah, I got the book a few days ago when it arrived, and I've had it sitting on my chair ever since, and I've been looking at it, I've been holding on to it a few times ever since, and so yeah, I've been wanting to read it, and I thought I was gonna read it by myself, or or if I was gonna read it with you guys, but right now I can't think if I wanted to read it by myself or read it with you guys, but yet, you know what? I don't think it matters. So yeah, I'll read it with you guys. I'll read Doctor Sleep with you guys. All right? All right. So yeah. Anyways, guys, let's get started and let's read Stephen King's Doctor Sleep. All right? All right. Let's do this. So yeah, I couldn't make a decision on if I wanted to read myself or read with you guys. I just don't know why, because I got very very excited when I got my book. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't think it matters. So anyways, let's do this. Let's read Doctor Sleep. And like I said, I don't know if I want to call it a series or not, but I'm gonna make some videos of myself reading to you guys, and it's gonna be a very different video since well, you know. All right, let's get to reading. Let's get to reading. Okay. Praise for Stephen King and the one New York Times bestseller, Doctor Sleep, a sequel to The Shining. 40 years later, I've changed the world has changed, the planet has changed, and Stephen King is still scaring the hell out of me. I could hardly find their courage to turn the page. King's inventiveness and skill to show no sign of slacking. Doctor Sleep has all the ventures of the best work. King King is right on the center of the American's literature taproot that goes all the way down. The Hoth what the heck? The Hawthorne to Poe and I don't know how to read his name. So yeah. Yeah, Stephen King shines through the force about family and redemption. So yeah. Yeah. When I was playing my primitive, brand new rhythm guitar with a group called the Rock Bottom Remainders. Warren Zevon used to gig with us. Warren loved the gray t-shirts and movies like Kingdom. Wait. Oh no, wait. Okay. Okay, that's not it. Oh, well. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to... Okay, here's the beginning. Chapter 1, Lockbox. On the second day of December, in a year when a Georgia peanut farmer was doing business in the White House, one of Colorado's great resort hotels burned to the ground. The Overlook was declared a total loss after an investigation of the fire marshal of G. G. Carlia County ruled the cause had been the defective boiler. The hotel was closed for the winter when the accident occurred, and only 4 people were present. Three, three survived. The hotel's off-season caretaker, John John Torrance, was killed during the unsuccessful and heroic effort to dump the boiler's stream pressure, which had the mountained and disastrously high levels due to the inoperative relief value. Uh, valve. 2 of the survivors were a caretaker's wife and a young man. The third of the Overlook's chief, Richard Halloran, who left his seasonal job in Florida where to check on the Torrances because of what called a powerful hunch that the family was in trouble. Both surviving adults were quite badly injured in the explosion. Only the child was unhurt, physically at least. Wendy Torrance and her son received a settlement from the corporation that owned the Overlook that wasn't huge, but enough to get them by for the 3 years she was unable to work because of back injuries. A lawyer she consulted told her that if she were willing to hold out and play tough, she might get a great deal of more because the corporation wait the cooperation was anxious to avoid the court case, but she liked the cooperation. Wanted only to put your disastrous winter in Colorado behind her. She would convalesce, she said, and she did, although back injuries plagued her until the end of her life, shattered in the vertebrae and broken the ribs heal. Well, but they never caused crying out. The Winifred of the Daniel Torrance lived in the mid-South for a while, then drifted down into Tampa. Sometimes Dick Halloran, he of the powerful hunches, come up from Key West to visit with them. To one early morning in March of 1981, Wendy called Dick and Knight. Dick and Knight told her not to go into the bathroom. After he refused to talk at all, he woke up needing to pee. Outside, a strong wind was blowing. It was warm. In Florida, it always was, but he did not like that sound. It and supposed that he would never would. It reminded him of the overlook where the defective boiler had been very least of the dangers. He and his mother, who lived in a cramped second floor uh, tenement apartment, Danny left the little room next to his mother's and crossed the hall. The wind gusted up, and a dying palm tree beside the building clattered the leaves. The sound was skeletal. They always left the bathroom door open when no one was using the shower or the toilet. Because the lock was broken, tonight the door was closed. Not because his mother was in there. However, thanks to facial injuries she suffered at the overlooked, she now snored a soft queep queep a second, and he could hear it coming from her bedroom. Well, she closed it by accident, that's all. He knew better. Even he was possessed of a powerful hunches of the to, intuition himself. But sometimes you had to know, sometimes you had to see. This is something that he had found out at the overlook in a room on the second floor. Reaching with an arm, he seemed too long, too stretchy, too boneless. He turned to the knob and opened the door. The woman from room 217. 217. From 217 was there, and he had known she would be. She was sitting, oh God, naked on the toilet with her legs, oh God, I'd rather not say that word. Yeah, I'm not gonna say those words. Her, okay, this is really making me uncomfortable now. I'm reading this because, of the naked old lady. Yeah, that part, hold on. Okay, I'll just get to this part because I don't want it. She saw him, she saw him, and her lips stretched in a grin. Oh God. Close your eyes, Dick Halloran had told him once upon a time. Once upon a time, if you are something bad, close your eyes and tell yourself it's not there, and when you open them again, it will be gone. But it hadn't worked in room 217 when he was 5, and it wouldn't work now. He knew it. He could smell her. She was decaying. The woman, he knew her name. It was Mrs. Massey. So yeah, it was Mrs. Massey, lumbered to her purple feet, holding out her hands to him. The fresh The flesh on her arms hung down, almost dripping. She was smiling the way you do when you see an old friend, or perhaps to your something good to eat, with the expression that could have been mistaken for calmness. Danny closed the door softly and stepped back. He watched the knob turn right, left, right again, then still. He was 8 now and capable at the least some of the rational thought. and even in his horror, partly because in a deep part of his mind, he had been expecting this, although he had always thought it would be be Horace Derwent who would eventually show up, or perhaps the bat the one his father had called Lloyd. He supposed to be should have known for what Miss Massey uh, thought thought though, even before finally happened, because all was the undead thing in the Overlook. She had been the worst. The rational part of his mind told him that she was just a fragment of unremembered, the bad dream that had followed him out of sleep and across the hall in the bathroom. That part insisted that if he opened the door again, there would be nothing there. Surely there wouldn't be. Now that's what he was awake. But another part of him, a part the 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 knew better. The Overlook wasn't done with him. At least one of the vengeful spirits had followed him all the way to Florida. Once he had with come upon that woman sprawled in the bathtub. She had gotten out and tried to choke him with her fishy but terribly strong fingers. If he opened the bathroom door now, she would have finished the job. He compromised by putting his ears against the door. At first, there was nothing. Then he heard a faint sound, dead fingernails scratching the wood. Danny walked into the kitchen on the legs. Alright, we're gonna continue with the second video.